it's not right. Especially because the mayor has said he'd like to give
The Traffic
people
Management
a chance
Operations
just to
Center.
stay warm for the winter. And yet ODOT is usurping that and
That's I-5 north.
harassing people.
So how do you feel about the homeless piece?
State of Oregon.
Homeless camps. Are you aware of what
Highway
ODOT's doing?
Division Regional
I've
Office.
heard about it on the news, but I have no comment. As a Christian, I believe that all human beings deserve basic rights, and personally, I would be very ashamed to work here. At first, you know, in my life, I thought, oh, that wouldn't be a bad place to work. It's not like I'm going to the cops or something, but you know, it's starting to be just as bad.
Where's the building?
It's more of a wheelchair.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a, yeah, we could. The other sad thing about this crisis is because what's happened to Portland, most of the people who've been pushed down and out onto the streets are actually the Oregonians. So as an Oregonian, I feel bad for my fellow natives who've just been pushed down and out. 35,000 people moved to Portland last year.
So have we checked in yet?
No. Well, in a manner of speaking, you said,
Do you have a tissue by
you can
chance?
explain the word here.
Sit here at your desk. No. Right.
I'm not sure. I saw people coming inside, so I'm not going inside.
ODOT's killing people.
Here, but we're not trying to go.
They're sweeping camps.
What do you think about them sweeping camps, sir? You just gonna run and hide?
So is there somebody here to come down and talk to us?
I believe Don Hamilton was outside.
Don Hamilton?
He's the PIO. I think he's right out there.
Yeah, he is.
I don't suppose there's any chance we can get a couple minutes of Ted Miller's time.
I don't know that he's in the building, but I think he would probably have to go through Dawn. Do you want me to go out and ask him? What's the guy's name you want to see?
Ted Miller?
Ted Miller?
Or Ryan, I don't know what his last name.
Ted Miller or Ryan?
Ask about he.
Ask about Ted Miller?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I'm gonna go into the
You said hello earlier, my name's Don Hamilton. You were trying to find Ted Miller, I think?
Well, I was wondering if we might have a chance to speak with him.
Well, I don't know if he's around. I can try to track him down.
Okay, or, Ryan, I'm sorry, I don't remember
Brian Winchheimer.
Yeah.
He's the regional manager. You let me know,
Um,
let me get a piece of paper.
Might be
Write
better
down what you want.
to speak with him if that would be possible.
That's not possible today. I was supposed to be in a meeting with him right now. He's busy with a bunch of staff people right now. But if you let me know what you want. Can you get a piece of paper in front of me? Well, I'm gonna borrow the right one. Anybody ever actually read me a piece of paper? Yeah, that's fine. Tell me a little bit about your concerns here, and I'll make sure that Ted Miller and Ryan Winchester get the idea about this, okay? Do you wanna talk?
Well,
What's your name, first of all?
my name is David Griffiths,
Griffiths?
Yes.
Okay.
and my concerns are pretty much the same as everyone else's here. Namely, I think we're all greatly disturbed that ODOT is sweeping people away, like
No,
refuse.
we don't take people away. We take property. There's a very important distinction in here. We're not a police agency. We have no authority to remove
Okay,
people.
I'm sorry, I
Maybe I'm drawing too fine a line
I
here, but I
missed-
think you understand it. Okay.
I misspoke.
I don't want to make it look like that we're, throwing, grandmothers out into the street or something like that. We have legal responsibilities, but they relate to property more than they do to, not to people at all. So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
ODOT did worse. You guys killed someone
Wait,
doing the bulldozer.
wait. You want to talk?
Yeah, I'll talk. You guys last year killed someone by putting those rocks over and bulldozed right over the top of the tent of this family.
We killed somebody?
Yes,
When was that and where was that? I'm not aware of that.
that was like under the bridge of the overpass where
Where?
you guys had the rocks at. Yeah, over off of Foster.
And somebody died in this?
Yeah.
Were they in an area where they weren't supposed to be?
Yeah, you guys were sweeping the homeless camp that was over there.
During
depicting
the
them.
sweep, during one of these operations, somebody died?
Yes,
No,
yes, they did.
no. Find me the information on that and you tell me. I'll give you my name and phone number. I'm not aware of anything like that happening at all, and I doubt it. But I want to hear what you say. Give me the information on that. I want to know.
All right.
Please.
Will do.
If that happened, I want to know more about it, because I knew nothing about that. I usually would find out if somebody died over the course of something like
What
that.
is your name?
Don Hamilton, my phone number, I'll give it to you when you're not recording.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, I interrupted you, David, my apologies. You were talking about ODOT's efforts, yeah.
Yeah, it bothers me to see you
If your car should work, if you
using
want to grab your bike and just leave it
police
all the time.
with military hardware commanding gangs of prisoners to steal property from people who have almost nothing.
Okay, you understand that's a question not for us, but for police. You understand also that their property is available for them
It is,
to
it
reclaim
is
it
a
later.
it is a question for you, I mean, for ODOT, because that happens because ODOT wants it to happen.
We're property owners, we end up working with police on these, yeah. Military hardware, that's a good question for the tactics of what police use on one of these.
But how did the police become involved?
Well, we're the property owner and we do work with them when we have to enforce the law. We get a lot of issues from people who are advocating in support of these people on the property out there. We hear a lot from them. We've heard a couple of dozen phone calls. We also hear an awful lot from neighbors that have other kinds of issues too. So we get torn in a couple of directions here, and in the end, we are obligated to pay attention to what the law tells us.
So if neighbors said, hey, we don't like black people, you need to get them out, you listen to them too. These are people we're talking about. This isn't property, this isn't garbage, these are people.
We don't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, you do, you ran one over. You ran one over last year.
Is this the same one of the people being killed?
Yeah, the person that was killed, it was
I
ran
can't
over
believe you
by
don't know
a.
about that.
No, and you're gonna tell me, you're gonna give me more about that. Do you know about that, Vicki?
I don't know about that, but I do know that on, the Hazelnut Grove is on Peabody land. They're the landowner. They, the laws you're speaking of apply to them as well. They're saying that the city's in a state of emergency, and so we're kind of doing things a little bit differently in the name of humanity, in the name of accommodating people just trying not to die outside. So I don't see the problem. What I'm hearing is a kind of a bureaucratic speak where we have to, follow the law. The city has the same legal, structure affecting it. On Peabot land, on city land, on parks land, there are people camping in place, and the city is saying, we're not gonna sweep these people in the interest of not killing them. So why cannot ODOT do the same thing? There's no difference. You're a public, this is a public institution. It serves the community. It's owned by the community, just like the city is. Why can't we get on board? ODOT, the state and the city follow the same moratorium in the city of Portland. That's all we're asking for.
I understand. And those are the issues that I will convey to the managers about this too. But obviously, we're hearing this very strongly from so many people in the last week, especially in the last couple of weeks about this too. Right now, we have obligations under the law that we have to do, that we've got to make sure that the property
Right.
is
But there's a
safe.
basic constitutional right to life. That is a basic constitutional right to life. And that's an obligation under the law. The Peabot is bound by the obligation under that law to not kill people. And effectively, it is freezing outside, Don. You were just out there. It's freezing outside.
Yep.
At the camp you were at yesterday, at Party Camp, there are old people there that are disabled. That woman that I was talking to on camera on Christmas Day, she had a seizure that affected the ability to use her limbs, her arms.